Wow, guys, I just had to make this audio video here on YouTube because I was recently on my hottest news for wrestling website, and I read something that Kurt Angle, there's a rumor that he's going to return to the WWE. Let me read you this little passage here. The Wrestling Observer is reporting that WWE Creative has begun brainstorming return scenarios in the event that Kurt Angle decides to return to the company when his TNA contract expires in next September. It should be noted that these meetings are simply preliminary and that no concrete decisions have been made by Kurt Angle in any way. WWE officials were surprised when Angle recently did a shoot interview speaking highly of WWE and even Triple H, which gave them the feeling that he may be more willing to return to the company than people had originally thought. If Angle does return to WWE, we would most likely see him work a lighter schedule similar to what Shawn Michaels works, where he would appear on TV tapings, pay-per-views, and the occasional house show. It should be noted that although WWE would most likely bring Kurt back into the company if he wanted to return, there are those backstage who feel bringing him back would be a mistake, as his departure to TNA 2 years ago was marred by controversy and his physical condition was a serious concern. So now I'm going to give you my thoughts on if Kurt Angle returns to WWE or not. So here we go. If Kurt Angle returns to the WWE, I know Vince would find it in his heart to let him return because Kurt Angle was the most paid superstar in wrestling in WWE at the time that he left to go to TNA. So you got to know that Kurt Angle wasn't all about the money. Kurt Angle was about the new thing. Kurt Angle was about what's going to be the future, and Kurt Angle decided to jump shifts and go work for Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. So, do I think it's a good idea that in September of 2009 Kurt Angle returns to the World Wrestling Entertainment? Maybe. So, even if he does, then you know we're going to see around a January, February departure of the Main Event Mafia, which to me is a huge ripoff of the NWO. The later NWO, where all they wanted was TV time and not to wrestle, pretty much. But Kurt Angle back to WWE for one last time could be fun. I know that him and Christian Cage just wanted to try something new. That's why they jumped over to TNA to be part of the history, and I believe that's why McFoley's over there too. That and he will have a less busy work schedule. He'll have time off to be with his family and other things like that. So I don't know. Kurt Angle is a great athlete. I know he's getting older and older each day, but he is still, to me, the best pure wrestler in the world. Kurt Angle, without pain in his neck, won a gold medal with his neck, as most fans know. Kurt Angle just, he's a pure brawler, pure striker, pure grappler. He's just pure submission, you know. He's just the purest athlete in wrestling today. A lot of people might disagree with that, but honestly, it's true to me anyway. I know all of you have different opinions because you might have favorite wrestlers, you know. And yeah, Kurt Angle is currently 39 years old, and he's getting up there in his ages. He's been an amazing champion. He's been let's see here. Let's go over all of his accomplishments in wrestling. He's the Canadian Cup Championship winner from 1990. He's the Pennsylvania State Wrestling Champion in 1987, and the Clarion University Freshman of the Year in 1988. He was in the Aspire World Cup, he was the runner-up in 1989. In the International Federation of Associated Wrestling Styles, he was the Junior World Freestyle Champion in 1998 and World Freestyle Champion in 1995. In the National Amateur Wrestling, he was inducted into that Hall of Fame in the class of 2001. In the National Collegiate Athletic Association, he was one-time All-American. He was a Division All-American in 1990, a Division I All-American in 1990, sorry about that, a Division I Champion in 1990, a Division I All-American in 1991, a Division I runner-up in 1991, a Division I All-American in 1992, and a Division I champion in 1992, and that was all the NCAA, WA, so college wrestling. In the Olympic Games, he won a Summer Olympics gold medal in freestyle wrestling in the heavyweight class in 1996. USA Wrestling, USA Junior Freestyle Champion in 1987. He was a USA Senior Freestyle Champion in 1995, a USA Senior Freestyle Champion in 1996, a USA Wrestling Hall of Fame he was inducted into in the class of 2001. World Championships, gold medal in freestyle wrestling heavyweight 1991. In the Yazar Dagu tournament, he was the runner-up in 1989. Inoki Genome Federation, he was the third belt champion one time. Power Pro Wrestling industry, he won a Summer Olympics gold medal in freestyle wrestling in the heavyweight class in 1996. USA Wrestling, USA Junior Freestyle Champion in 1987. He was a USA Senior Freestyle Champion in 1995, a USA Senior Freestyle Champion in 1996, a USA Wrestling Hall of Fame he was inducted into in the class of 2001. World Championships, gold medal in freestyle wrestling heavyweight 1991. In the Yazar Dagu tournament, he was the runner-up in 1989. Inoki Genome Federation, he was the third belt champion one time. Power Pro Wrestling industry, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Most Hated Wrestler of the Year in 2000. Pro Wrestling Illustrated Most Inspirational Wrestler of the Year 2001. Pro Wrestling Illustrated Most Popular Wrestler in the year of 2003. Pro Wrestling Rookie of the Year in 2000. Pro Wrestling Illustrated Wrestler of the Year in 2003. Pro Wrestling Illustrated ranked number one of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500 in 2001. In a total non-stop action wrestling, we got a TNA World Heavyweight Champion 2 times, TNA World Tag Team Championship 1 time with Sting. They held it for like a week and a half, or maybe even not that long. A TNA X Division Champion once, and I don't remember him being, oh yeah, because he won all the titles.